So the next thing I know, he's got the kid up on an altar.
Get out. He's gonna do it?
He was totally gonna do it, yeah.
Godfrey Daniel. What an idiot. So what did you do?
I sent someone down to stop him.
So did you talk to him about it?
Yeah, I said, what in my name were you thinking? I mean, he says, you're the deity. I thought I should just do what you say. I said, what if I wanted you to kill a bunch of people because they didn't believe what you believed?
Yeah, and what do you say to that?
He said he would. Yeah, so I said, I don't need a bunch of blind followers. I need people who can think for themselves and do the right thing.
Wow, so you think you got it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, did you punish him for it, or?
No, I felt bad because he'd already been through so much, you know?
Oh, yeah, with the sacrifice and all.
Well, that and the fact that I made him and his wife multiply in their 80s, I think they were.
Wow.
Yeah, that's no easy task when you've got a broken hip and rheumatoid arthritis.
Sir, I have another appeal out here. Do you want me to schedule it? Or?
No, I'll take it now. Send him in.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not kidding you. This might be my favorite part of the job when they come in here and try to get out of the whole judgment thing, wriggle out.
Okay, sir, this is Mr. Michael Shermer, PhD.
PhD, so you weren't a real doctor.
Well, I was a scholar of science and religion.
Big deal.
Oh, you were good. Look at this. Why people believe weird things.
Well, weird things that's my thing.
Yeah, you probably thought I was a weird thing.
Well, I had my doubts, but I was a fan of some of your work.
Yeah, well, probably not a big enough fan or you wouldn't be here right now, would you?
That's a good one. So let's cut to the chase, Mikey. You didn't love the boy, right?
I was skeptical of some of the miracle stories, but I liked some of the teachings. The love your neighbor, do unto others.
Yeah, you love the easy stuff, but you didn't believe he was my son.
Well, sir, I didn't believe in you, so the boy would...
Whoa,
wait,
wait a
what?
minute. So what exactly were you? An atheist or something?
Well, I prefer the word agnostic.
No. He was a big-time skeptic.
I was the head of the Skeptic Society. I mean,
Yeah, see, that's not actually that impressive to us up here.
Not at all, no.
We don't care.
Really?
So you were anti-me is basically the thing. You were my enemy.
Well, I wouldn't think of it that way. I just had a different point of view.
Now, I'll tell you what point of view you're going to have now. That of the lake of the fire and brimstone. Am I right, fellas? Up top.
Okay, that's just completely inappropriate.
Sit down.
So,
Sorry.
on what grounds are you appealing here? You were my enemy, right?
Well, in your book, sir, where you talked about love your enemy, turn the other cheek.
So he's a smartass. Very clever skepto man, but the bottom line is, you didn't believe in the boy here.
Well, look, you gave me this brain to think critically. I read the gospel stories. What about all those inconsistencies? They're inconsistent about where he was born, who was there when he died.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
All right,
that's
well,
true.
maybe you were supposed to learn to walk by faith. Ever think of that, genius? Huh?
Well, sir, you remember, you created us in your image, and you don't walk by faith, do you? You walk by sound knowledge, and science is based on sound knowledge, so I was trying to be more, deity-like.
Yeah, but...
Plus, if I said I really believed and I didn't, you being all-knowing would know that I'm lying, and lying is a sin, right?
Ah, yeah, but see, now that is a sin that would have been covered by my death. You should have rolled with that, genius.
Wait, you're telling me just pretend and he'll forgive me and then I'm in?
Of course.
Is your integrity worth an eternity of hellfire? I don't think so, no.
In like Flynn?
Okay, if you check your records, you'll see that on November 14th, 1971, I said the sinner's prayer. I accepted the boy into my heart as my Lord and Savior, and so...
Larry.
Sir, that's actually true, but I would question his sincerity on this.
Oh, I was sincere. I went to Pepperdine University, a Christian college, practically his alma mater.
My what?
Sir, all of his friends would say the sinner's prayer as a joke. They called it fire insurance.
That's pretty funny, actually. It's not as good as the asbestos suit line, but it's a good one.
I admit, some of my friends were not all that sincere about it, but I was. And for many years, I was a hardcore, born-again Christian. I truly believed until I went to graduate school. I used the brain you gave me to think critically and skeptically. I developed some doubts, I admit. My sincerity dropped. But wait, shouldn't doubt and insincerity as sins be covered under the same category as lying, so I'd be in there anyway?
Yeah, he's smart. That's actually a good point. They're just two sins.
Well, what do you think? I mean, it's up to you. It's your call. You were hanging up on the cross.
Doubtful?
Skeptical?
Yeah, a little.
You know how you say keep your friends close and your enemies closer?
He's got a good point there. He might make a good addition to the team.
Team.
Right.
We do need a science advisor. I mean, if you're up for it. I don't understand any of that stuff.
Hang on for a second here. I have to join a team. There's an actual team.
It's a good team, a lot of benefits.
In the name of that team, some people do some pretty nasty things. I'm not sure I I want to actually, unless, I mean, there was that hot blonde I saw when we were walking in. Maybe if I did some work with her on the team.
So you want to work with Lucy?
Let me tell you,
Was that her name? She's hot.
if you wanted to work with her, you didn't need to appeal.
Typical skeptic, never knows when to keep his mouth shut. Hey, thanks again for watching, and thanks to Michael Shermer for doing such a great job. Wasn't Mikey terrific? Huh, everybody? Yeah, absolutely. Give it up to him. He did a great job. He knew his lines better than anyone else. We have an actual sponsor this week. We put together a show, Jimbo, Amy, and I, for the Private Chef Cookbook. The guy who wrote this has cooked for everyone in Hollywood. He's been the private chef to Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Garner, and for the last 12 years for Mel Gibson. The point of the book is that he cooks professionally in a home rather than a restaurant, which uniquely qualifies him to write a book for you, the person cooking at home, the one who's buying the cookbooks. Most of his recipes use very few ingredients. The ingredients aren't hard to find, they're not expensive, and these recipes are extremely easy to prepare. Most of them take very little time, too. Plus, they're delicious. Jimbo ate 5 bowls of the chicken pasta dish we did at the front of the show, and now he cooks from the book all the time, the buffalo wings. He makes them every Sunday when he's watching football. So go to theprivatechef.com. You can see the entire show there, hear the pitch, and if you think it's something you could use, place an order. You won't be sorry. Trust me, I'm the Deity. Then I'm thinking, if you have a little money left, you can head on over to MrDeity.com, click the donate button, subscribe, send a little money our way. We're out of bananas. We're completely out of bananas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need your help.